Hey guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Welcome, cross watchers. If you're new to the channel, happy to have you join us. And I'm going to jump in with Gateway of Light Activation Oracle to activate the reading. We are in the energy of the new moon in Leo. I hope it was a good new moon for you. I did do a special reading for the new moon a couple days ago, so it's not too late to watch that. It's always best to do any new moon rituals and full moon after the peak, so you can. It's still not too late to add to your ritual, to add some intentions if you want, so you can check out that reading. I do go through a lot of the astrology, and it is time-stamped if you want to just hop over to that reading and check that out. It's not too late. We're in Leo season, as you know, and the last thing astrologically for this month, we have Venus moving into the sign of Cancer on the 30th. Yeah, she's changing signs again. So that's what I have, and let's jump in, get you an oracle card. Halls of Learning, one of your calling cards for those of you that are here with the Sagittarian energy is Sagittarius rules the 9th house of higher learning, spiritual wisdom. So I love spirit guides, confirmation, and great lessons. Look at that, Halls of Learning. I'm sorry, Leo. You can go out, but you have to find your way out that new... Little Leo, there's a new kitty door, and it's the real macaw. It's the double insulated panes and the cat door that's weighted, and he does not like it. So he calls on mommy to come over there and hold the door for him, and the whole point is to foster his independence. So he's going to cry a lot, but you'll all forgive him. He'll learn. I mean, it's a process. It's just a process. All right, so let's jump in, see what we get. Here we go. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The Fool. Yeah, there's learning with the Fool too, so it kind of goes with your oracle a little bit, because the Fool is about, well, what's next? It's a great leap in a new direction. It's a new chapter. It's a turning of the page. It's, a leap into the unknown sometimes, and a leap of faith. What's crossing? 3 of Pentacles. So sometimes, and I read for relationships, that's what we're here for. It's are we on the same page? Are we dealing with someone who's cooperative? Are we building a foundation together? Are we getting that co-creative energy? And so sometimes this is something that's crossing us as a challenge, or sometimes we're in that mode of, is this something I should just be, I don't know if this person is on the same page or not, and so I just have to take a leap. So that may be what you're up against. Oh, little man, you can sit there and cry, or you can just be brave. I say go be brave. Be brave like the Fool. In the root of the problem, King of Pentacles. So this is about someone you might see as a potential partner for the long haul. Will they be showing up for you, kind of seeing it the same way, taking that leap of faith, being cooperative as you move forward into a relationship that might become more invested, more committed, more focused on something long term. In the past, 4 of Cups, there's the disappointment, the disillusionment, maybe even some sadness in what's top of mind. 8 of Cups. I think this was the same for the new moon. I want to say, no, maybe not. Let me not speak out of turn here. The 8 of Cups was somewhere. No, it wasn't. The Three of Cups was there. Okay. I'm thinking of some other reading I just did where the Eight of Cups was up here. All right. Well, the Eight of Cups can be, it might have been another sign that I read for quite recently. So I'm not going to go back and look at that. But the Eight of Cups can talk about the next leg of our journey. It can be about walking away from a situation that is no longer serving us. It can also just be about leaving behind something that's emotional, that has kind of, it's not something we want to carry forward. So again, I also like to look at the Eight of Cups as, if we're in search of the Ten of Cups, let's say, right? And we want that happily ever after. There's the Eight of Cups. What's missing? Two of Cups. So what we're really in the search for is soulmate. That's really what we're journeying for. So we have to turn our backs to what is not that. Keep that in mind. Stick a pin in it. And there in the near future, Ace of Wands. All right. So if what's at top of mind is, I'm on this path and I really want to share this journey with someone, with a soulmate, and we're looking at the Fool. You're ready for that next chapter, but if you're crossed by the Three of Pentacles, is this person on that same page? Are they cooperative? Are we co-creating that? Because in the past here, I've been disappointed and disillusioned, and so, right? That would make sense. That top of mind is, well, maybe I should just be moving on my way, or what's happening here. And then in the near future, we get the Ace of Wands. So I like the Ace of Wands here because that sort of can be about reigniting the torch of passion in this connection. It can be about something very inspired that's about to be offered to you, right? The aces are gifts from spirit of, this is inspired passion. It's something that we have to then receive. What's being handed off to us, and we got to grab it and then go. So I love that for you. We're in Leo season. We have a lot of fire energy right now. We've got planets in Aries, energy in the sign of Leo. Yeah. A lot of combustible energy happening right now. Spirit's talking about the Four of Swords, which can be a combo of healing, sure, but it's also a reference to reviewing things and reflecting on things. We are in Mercury retrograde in the sign of Leo. So lots of reflection, realignment, reevaluating, reassessing. Got it? Kind of like taking the time to look and reflect on things before we grab this and just go, because you've got some impulse cards here. And so Spirit may be pointing to that need to kind of slow down for a second, do a little reevaluation real quick before you leap in any one direction. In the hidden energy of your person, very interesting Page of Swords. This is someone who may kind of be gathering their info before they, speak up, speak out. The Page of Swords has good, sharp, keen intellect, smart and savvy. I like to refer to the Page of Swords as the spy or detective of the tarot. So in this case, might be doing a little recon, might be kind of ferreting out some information before they say something or offer something. Information specifically. How might things unfold going forward? Seven of Pentacles. So the Seven of Pentacles is kind of referring to things unfolding a little more gradually and organically, and that may be difficult because you seem poised to kind of take a leap and you're feeling inspired to do so, and then you're getting other cues that are bumping up against that. Now, if you watch the new moon in Leo reading that I did, or even, probably that one would be the better one. I talk about a grand sextile that's happening right now, and it's perfected. And there are planetary alignments. Sextile talks about potential, okay? But potential is nothing if we don't engage it, right? And I even quipped. My mother used to, say, "Don't tell me that a boy has potential." He's got nothing if he's just sitting on his ass. So God rest her soul. So, and God bless her for that. So what I'm trying to say here is that two of the planets, very slow moving change, and the other very fast acting change. So I'm seeing here that two fast energies here, and one of those planets is Uranus, and this is Uranus, the Fool. And so fast acting, fiery change, make a decision, let's go, chop chop. And the other slower, more methodical, more deliberate, more give it some thought, reflect on this, evaluate that, let it unfold more organically. Are you sure you have the structures in place? So that may be reflective of the cosmos right now. And so I would say you got to go with what feels right to you. Let me see what the clarifiers want to share. Poor little Leo is not a happy camper. Let's take out our collective binky for him. The Fool and the Three of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and Judgment. There's Pluto. Pluto's another planet, right? Uranus and Pluto. Pluto's a slower. Uranus is fast, and they're both combustible. So we're talking about reciprocity, generosity, give and take. The Wheel of Fortune here, Jupiter. It's about timing. And with the Judgment card, I'm feeling like on some level, and the cards from the bottom of the deck, for those of you who are new, that's what you really can't see, because it's either playing out behind the scenes or it's somehow in unconscious awareness. It could be about, for some of you, this may be about reunion. If you are in separation, it could be about reconciliation. If there's been, some kind of falling out, because I'm seeing Four of Cups and even the Eight of Cups, and maybe some healing that's needed. So maybe some apology and forgiveness and second chances even. But it feels to me like you're very aware, you're more conscious of the timing of this, like you're sensing an opportunity. Jupiter is the ruling planet for Sagittarius. So you're sensing an opportunity, and it's almost like what's crossing you here is the beginning of the investment in the connection. This person is either invested or they're not. Whoopsie. Right? So, and then the Three of Pentacles is sort of the base, the foundational level that then grows into something more invested, where you're invested 100%. Six of Pentacles, we give because we know that that's our partner, and we are not keeping score. We are generous with our time, with our energy, with our effort, with our resources, with our spirit, and with our love. That is the way that it works. And if you feel the timing of it is now, to seize the moment of that, to be sure, is this person seeing it that way? Because if they're not, I move on. If they are, then let's do this. Let's do this. And I'm feeling like maybe you're not sure. You've had some disappointments. You're not really clear where this person stands right now. I'm calling them the King of Pentacles because I have a feeling that's how you see them, as a potential life partner. So let's jump in to the King of Pentacles. Nine of Swords. Yeah, and you're worried about, oh, there's the Ace of Wands, and there. So I feel like you, this card here represents the root of the problem, and you are worried that given the opportunity, that maybe they won't seize that moment. I'm seeing that Ace of Wands as the carpe diem, the seize the day, the seize the moment. Underneath, maybe deep inside, wanting that message from the heart, something sincere, possibly even apologetic. Because for some of you, you have to remember it's a reading for the collective. It's not going to resonate for everybody. And if it is speaking to you, not every aspect of it will resonate. So just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. But I feel like for some of you, an apology may be needed, or especially because we have judgment here, which would be the forgiveness that goes along with that. But I feel like you're worried about it. There's some anxiety, worry, almost like you can't focus on much else. It's within you. It's kind of, and you want to know. That's why this push. Leo, no. Excuse me. Yeah, go. He's very angry. I sure got the name right. It's me. Yeah, no, sorry. You had your chance to go out. You can go out that door anytime. Just because you're afraid isn't my fault. Nope, not my fault. Not my fault. That's all on you. Four of Cups. He's something else. Right. Okay. So in the past, we had this disillusionment, right? Oh, my knight in shining armor, the romance, the bringing you their heart on a silver platter, but it did not go that way. No, I thought he went out. He did not. Instead, we might have had some tension, some arguments, something that where you bumped heads about possibly themes around commitment or how you navigate in a committed relationship. And I just feel like you got pretty disappointed. Might not have had a big blowout about it, but definitely disappointment. Leo, psst. Leo, don't. No. I understand. Hang on. Eight of Cups. King of Wands. Ten of Pentacles. Six of Cups. So here would be that, like, the desire to be on the journey. That's what's on the top of your mind. The desire to be on the journey, to go the distance. The King of Wands says, I see it, I want it, I claim it, it's mine, let's do this. So that's sort of what you're thinking about. You're thinking about this, your past life soulmates. We belong together. We feel so right. It feels so right. It works. When it works, it's working. When it doesn't, it doesn't. It feels so great. So I do feel this is almost coming through like, do I stay, do I go? And you're just not sure because you don't really know what you're dealing with here. And yet I feel like there's so much good in the connection that it makes it hard for you to kind of cut it loose. So let's see the Ace of Wands. Really sorry for his interruptions. I don't like to dice and splice videos. I know a lot of readers do that. I don't like to. I feel that it breaks trust, and so we're just going to have to deal with the egomaniac cat in the room, and you'll have to forgive me. Leo, psst, don't do that. Don't do it. You should see his face when I do that. He's like, Ace of Wands. Empress, Page of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you're going to get a positive response. So while you've got this top of mind, in the near future, there may be a very positive response. Be aware though, because this beautiful gift of love, Ace of Cups between the two of you. You kind of both know on some level you're the one. You kind of know it. Maybe it's just rooting around in an unconscious way. Maybe you know it more than they know it. Leo. Oh my God. The cat. Get down. Go. Go away. This is like the worst he's been in a long time. He's that mad. So you both kind of know it. But I'm feeling like what happens in the near future is there's something happens that reinforces the desire to kind of take things to the next level. To, if you've been in separation, there's like a passionate reunion of sorts. It's the time is right for it. The exploration of what what you feel for each other, it kind of comes in with fireworks. I know we're past the 4th of July, but it feels very much like that. It feels very exciting and passionate. You're open to it. You're receptive to it. I feel the message that comes in is sort of uses the words that you recognize as the calling card between the two of you, like something that would be said that you know they only say to you. And it presses all the right buttons, if that makes sense. So think of what that is for you. That's kind of when things just, get lit up. And all those feelings come rushing back in. And I'm not saying it that it's any kind of game. It's not. It feels real. It feels legit. But I feel that it's coming from something that has been problematic, like this person not showing up for you, or not making sure that it's clear to you that they desire you, that they desire to be in connection with you and you alone, and you've been anxiously awaiting that energy. It shows up. Now, it's Page of Wands, not Page of Cups. It doesn't mean you won't get the Page of Cups eventually. You got the Ace there, right? So let's see what Spirit says with the Four of Swords. Yeah, you're going to need to navigate by your intuition a little bit before you go, don't go from a complete standstill to like full speed ahead. Because we have the Chariot on the Four of Swords. So that's like being at the stop sign and then going full throttle. Not great. You want to allow your intuition to help you navigate the speed at which you move forward, make progress, right? Because this is also the card that tells you whether it's best to move toward or away from something to serve your higher good. Okay? And from the bottom of the deck, we've got the King of Swords. So what Spirit's telling you is, does this person have your best interest at heart? Are they honorable? Does your intuition tell you that you can trust them? Are they demonstrating high integrity, honor, right? Or are they playing it cool and aloof? Are they just in it for the minute? and to get their needs met. Okay? Because that would be the alter ego of maybe the Page of Wands. Okay? So Spirit's asking you to do some reflecting, and this very common for Mercury retrograde, to have reconnections, reunions, people kind of showing up out of the blue, and I would not be surprised at all. And so it's very exciting and passionate, sure, and that's all good and fine, but I think you're being advised to operate less from the excitement in the moment and more from your intuition of what your gut check is telling you about what you're seeing in the behavior. Okay, Page of Swords and the hidden energy of this person. Three of Wands, Knight of Wands, Lovers. Okay. So much better now the cat has gone upstairs. Whew. Page of Swords, like a three-ring circus here. So I feel like this person is curious about what's to come. They're anticipating something here. Yeah, they're checking up on you, I think. I feel like, as I'm doing this reading and I was thinking about this Page of Swords and the spy detective, what are they doing? What are they spying? What are they looking for? They're looking at something that's to come, because that's the meaning of the Three of Wands. But it's not something that they're waiting on arriving to them, right? They're anticipating their return, their passionate return to you. It's going to start with this sweet little Page of Wands texting or calling their divine feminine with all the right things to say. Remember I said it's a message that's going to be something that has been, either a pet name or something that they say that it. It's just, it's like an inside thing between the two of you. That's the role of Page of Wands. But this person is kind of checking out, either trying to scope out and anticipate that moment of their return. And underneath is the Lover's card. That's not bad, because the Lover's card is a card of choice. And it's about choosing the level of soul involvement, right? The soul connection, the soul bond. It's more than just the Two of Cups. It is choosing a level of a spiritual connection of one's own volition, where there is no push, where there's nobody that no one's holding a gun to their head. It's not, if you look at the Lover's card and the Devil card, they're the same cards. But in the Lover's card, you have the beautiful Archangel and the Sun behind. The two people are standing there of their own free will, and there's nobody forcing them to do no damn thing. In the Devil card, it's all darkness and, lorded over by a very foreboding creature that, has them chained to each other, and there's no choice. Got it? So I like seeing this, because it says that on some level, this person, at least in their unconscious awareness, is anticipating and kind of scoping out that moment of their return, that opportunity to make their return. And it's about this. And I think it's neat, because we started with the Fool and the Three of Pentacles. Are they on board? Are they going to just take this leap, this chance, right? And part of it's the Six of Pentacles, which requires the give and take. And the Wheel of Fortune, I think, is coming in with timing, but it's also a card of destiny. And this energy feels very fated, F-A-T-E-D, right? And so let's see where we're going with the Seven of Pentacles. Magician, Emperor, Five of Swords. Oof. I know. Don't even. I hear you from there. Yeah, I feel like on some level you've been manifesting something for a very long time, and now it's up to the divine masculine to show up, right? So the Five of Swords becomes an issue of feeling defeated, self-sabotage, right? The longer we stretch things out, the more chance we have to psych ourselves out. Five of Swords. The longer we stretch things out, the easier it is for us to feel defeated, like we can't have what we want or what we're trying to manifest, we're just failing at, we don't have the mastery. So the Five of Swords feels more like it's playing out behind the scenes the longer it takes. Okay? So it'll be interesting to look in the extended at how the divine masculine here is processing things, because this represents both of you. And I don't think this Five of Swords belongs to one of you. I think it's shared energy. Them may be self-sabotaging. You may be feeling defeated. Okay, up against natural time. Seven of Pentacles. Oh, this is, how long is this going to take? And them trying to scope out. Page of Swords, Three of Wands, anticipating when they're going to make their move. And if they don't take the jump, what do? Step on rake and knock themselves out cold. So we got to look in the extended as to how they're sizing things up, how they're thinking or feeling about you, and their intentions. We got a little flavor of it here, which I like, but we want to be sure that there's an escape hatch for this, that there's some way to mitigate the potential for either of you to kind of get lost in the weeds of the Five of Swords. Okay, so that's what I see here. Thank you for hanging with me. Well, this went on forever because that little boy, if you all want to ever know why I have all the health problems that I do, which are almost 100% stress related, 3 letters, L-E-O. Okay. Whew. All right. I'm going to give you the astrology that showed up in this reading. Please, y'all, if you have any sympathy for me, any mercy at all, if you think that lady pulled off a reading with that 3-ring circus and that incessant meowing, I got to hand it to her and throw her a solid subscribe below. Give me a thumbs up. Do something, right? Like, help a girl out, okay? Because I have like a 4-star headache. And I could use a Yelp review. All right, here we go. The Fool is the planet Uranus, and it rules the sign of Aquarius. We have the Aquarian full moon is next. Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter rules Sagittarius. Judgment is Pluto, rules Scorpio. But of course, King of Pentacles, Taurus. Page of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Knight of Cups, Pisces. Hierophant, Taurus. King of Wands, Leo. The Empress is the Divine Feminine. It is Venus. Venus rules Taurus and Libra. Page of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Chariot is Cancerian energy. The High Priestess is the Moon. The Moon rules the sign of Cancer. King of Swords is Aquarius. Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Knight of Wands is Sagittarian energy. Lovers is Gemini. The Magician is Mercury, and Mercury rules Virgo and Gemini. Emperor, Aries. And your Oracle, Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, and Great Lessons. Okay. So that's what we have. I'm headed to the extended. The links are below, and there are 3 links. Be sure if you're clicking on one, that you read, because 2 of them are monthly memberships that renew. So you want to be sure you know what you're grabbing there. But I'm headed to the extended now. I'll see you there in a second. Bye.